Kabatra is new to Oklahoma, but they believe this likely is not his first time. So they want people to see the mugshot, see that man, and if you recognize him, to ask your kids some difficult questions, to be honest.
So today we're actually going to talk about a guy by the name of Joshua Kabatra, allegedly raped a 4-year-old in a fast food restaurant's bathroom. Now, that was my first reason to want to get this information out there, get his picture out there. But then once I started digging into this guy, it became apparent for me to get this information out quickly. While I was trying to track him down to find out exactly what states he has been to, I had come to the conclusion that he's been from one side of the United States to the other. So ultimately, anybody that can see this video should see this video. Any persons who has taken their children to restaurants, public places, you need to see this video. The places I've tracked him down personally is Illinois, Kansas, South Carolina, New Jersey, Oklahoma, and California. And I can say that unless he literally flew from one state to the other and just simply skipped even touching down in some of the other states that connect to these states, then I would suggest that everybody in all those surrounding states look at his photo and see if you have seen this guy. The map that I am showing you, the red marks show you places he has been verified to live, the states that he has been verified to had been in, and the green marks on the map indicate a direct path of opportunity that he could have taken to get to each place. So as you can tell, there are a ton of states that this guy potentially has been in. I know it absolutely sounds crazy, but this stuff does happen, and I'm kind of shocked that people are not more aware of this. So what had happened is a child that attends a daycare that is a part of the Destiny Christian School in Oklahoma was on a field trip to a fast food restaurant. For whatever reason, the daycare workers thought it was appropriate to allow a 4-year-old child to walk away from an entire group of people, of kids, and go to the bathroom that locks from the inside by herself. The child was off by itself in a public restroom. Adult human beings can walk right in. Logic states that she should have been the one that was being watched, not the group that was out in public in a play area that was safe. And I even have a police statement, the police chief, okay? And this bothers me so bad. What he says is they've got a group of children they're watching. Who would ever suspect someone sneak into the bathroom, a child's, in a play area and commit this type of crime? Said the Midwest City Police Chief. As you can tell by the headlines, there is no lack of these crimes being committed. They are happening, they've been happening, and we have just stopped paying attention. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children feels that children of any age should not be permitted to use public restrooms alone. You're the police chief, sir, and you don't think that that's possible to happen? They have found that this daycare was at no fault.
We don't see any fault on behalf of the daycare workers. They've got a group of children they're watching. Who would ever suspect that somebody would sneak into the bathroom, a child's bathroom, in a play area and commit this type of crime?
Meeting a child's basic needs serves as the main priority for a private daycare provider. These needs include changing diapers and helping children use the toilet.
Claim says Kabatra is new to Oklahoma, but they believe this likely is not his first time. So they want people to see the mugshot, see that man, and if you recognize him, to ask your kids some difficult questions.
Let's not pretend that this guy stole the child. Let's not pretend that he kidnapped her. He followed this child into the bathroom and nobody was paying attention. How is that not negligent on their end? How are they not at least somewhat responsible? I personally don't think they should be responsible for any more children. Rape on a 4-year-old is basically the worst thing that could ever happen to that 4-year-old. There's a short list of things that are even worse than that. Okay, this is not some minor thing. This is a major thing that happened to a 4-year-old little girl. And they're not responsible at all when they were supposed to be watching her. Now let's go over this once again. Meeting a child's basic needs serves as the main priority for a private daycare provider. These needs include changing diapers and helping children to the bathroom. Scroll down just a moment. Under safety and regulations, it states individual states provide specific regulations related to helping a private daycare provider create a safe environment for children. But this place is unregulated, completely unregulated, not licensed, and completely not capable of protecting children. Not being licensed also means that they actually have a very high chance of having people that work for them that do not know CPR or first aid. Nobody vets these people. Nobody does backgrounds on these checks on these people. Nobody does drug tests on these people. You do not know who your children are with. And the state does not oversee this at all because they're unlicensed. You can use a search engine to find out more information on unlicensed facilities. Now, diving into his history was a bit hard. I really couldn't find a whole lot on him, no criminal history that I could find. Though, if you look at these two mugshots, they look completely different. They literally look like they were taken at separate times in his life. So, I feel like I'm not finding something that should be there. Any help would be appreciated. But being that he's literally kind of bounced around all over the place, it really would be a little difficult for me to check every state, every county, because it seems like none of their systems are connected in any way, even from county to state. The child apparently was left alone for 4 to 5 minutes only. Yet they have first-degree rape charges on this guy. And when I looked into the definition for the state of Oklahoma, because as it has come to my understanding, rape definitions are actually different from state. They could vary, the definitions. So in the state of Oklahoma, the easiest definition to just briefly sum it up is non-consensual sex of penis going into the vagina. That is rape in the first degree in the state of Oklahoma. So this child was actually raped. She wasn't just touched. She was actually raped. Apparently long enough for it to have happened twice. I don't know why there would be 2 separate charges of first degree rape, but it was not a mistake because they are 2 separate charges, so it's not duplicate. Now what Joshua says happened is that he got sick in the play area while he was there waiting on some family to show up. He had gotten nauseous and ran to the bathroom, walked in to the stall and seen the little girl, went to the sink, threw up, and washed his hands. Now, the daycare people claim that she was gone for about 4 to 5 minutes, and that when they went to the bathroom door and knocked on it, it actually took him a while to answer the door because he had locked it.
Police say the workers realized the 4-year-old had been in the bathroom longer than usual. They say Kabatra opened the door when they knocked, and that took him some time to do so.
While I was digging into his past, I popped across his LinkedIn profile. I hope I said that right, LinkedIn. I'm not familiar with it. He claims that during the time frame of March 2014 to January 2016, he actually lived in Lancaster, California with his sister, whom had a 3-year-old daughter that he directly cared for 2 full years, from the ages of 3 to 5 years old. Included in one of the duties that he had with her on a daily basis was teaching her potty training education. And this is very frightening because the police do not believe that the child at the fast food restaurant was the very first child, and I don't either.
Claim says Kabatra is new to Oklahoma, but they believe this likely is not his first time.
He was living with a child that he was capable of practicing all these things on. I do not believe for one moment that this person was capable of not only being able to get alone with the child, but to actually rape the child once, let alone twice, with people right outside, essentially. I mean, to me, it just literally doesn't make any sense for this to be his first. What you are seeing here is Josh's Twitter account where he claims that he wants to go to China to teach ESL. I would like to add that this daycare is not licensed, and apparently in the state of Oklahoma, if they do not function under a certain amount of time, then they do not have to be licensed. What that means is nobody is required to monitor and ensure that this place does its job, or that the workers are even capable of doing the job. I then contacted a friend of mine who works with children and asked if they allow their kids to use the restroom themselves, and this was his reply. So we don't take the kids on many outings, but we have done a few things with some of the dance competition team. This year we had 4 and 5-year-olds for the first time. We don't even let them walk to the back of the stage, let alone to the bathroom. Who knows who these people are that are actually taking care of your children, and who knows what they're doing with your kids. They're not even vetted people. Like, this is really a frightening thing to learn. When I started researching this guy more, I came across his Facebook profile. In no way do I want any one of my viewers that is watching this to go and attack him, but I am asking everybody to please not go and post any public comments on any of his photos at all, because while I was there, I seen some very disturbing things. There's nothing okay with grown people going to somebody's Facebook and publicly posting comments that are talking about, the children that he may have been around, and talking about killing this guy because he probably raped and molested those children too, when children are going to probably see those comments. Do you understand? Children don't need to see grown adults acting that way on Facebook. But I just don't think that publicly threatening people and saying things that children are going to take not in a good way should be posted. So please do not do that. Do not act like those people that are doing that over there. Have some respect for yourself and for the children that might see that. I would like to thank everybody very much for watching this video, and I would like to ask you to please like this video, thumbs it up, whatever you have to do to get it seen. Share it all across your social media. And if you are subscribed, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed, and thank you very much for watching even if you don't. I would really like to know what everybody else actually thinks about this. If you're a parent, would you allow your 4-year-old to go to the bathroom by themselves anywhere in public? Please voice your opinions. Let me know what you think. I let you know what I think.